Hi, I'm Jeremiah with PAWS Dog Daycare. I'm the Facility Operations Manager here.
Hi, I'm Richard Brother, the founder of PAWS. Today we're going to talk about...
Well, today we're going to talk about how to successfully market your dog daycare post-opening and operating. And this is going to include a lot of information as to what to continue doing. Obviously, in your pre-opening and during your opening and your grand opening, you might have ran into a couple of things that you tried out. Maybe some infomercial type thing or something that maybe didn't work so much.
Certain magazines that may not have been successful.
Exactly. So you really want to, at this point, try and stick to your bread and butter, what's working well. What are they putting on that sheet when they come in, your new clients, and saying how they heard about you?
How they found you, yeah.
Yellow pages, if you want to advertise in, GQ, go for it. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't, you may want to move on. Another thing that you want to keep doing is advertising in the newspaper. Again, as long as it's working. Keep going to those events. Keep doing what it is that you started to do that was making you successful before. I know here at PAWS we do a lot of different things. We do go to those events. We walk around and hand out pamphlets, and we spend probably about $300–400 an event specifically on pamphlets, flyers, business cards, and that's
free treats,
and these things don't really cost you, but the free nail trims, the free flea and tick dips. So what are some other things that you can think of that people can do to continue to stay successful in their business?
When you initially opened up, like I said, when you found out what did and did not work, stick with the things that do work. I mean, everybody's area is going to be different, the things that work and don't work, whether it's the Dollar Saver little magazine or whether it's upper class magazines. Find whatever those are and use those items. And that's going to come from polling your customers. You've already pre-opened, you're already open, and now you're operating, and now you need to find out what is effective and what is bringing people through the doors. And that's going to come on your new client intake form when you ask them, how'd you find out about me? I mean, that is valuable information because that tells you what advertising medium is working. Seek that out and continue it. The other thing, this rolls into another video that we had already produced, referrals. I mean, now that you're going, you need to keep providing people good service, treating people nice. The golden rule, veterinary referrals. I mean, don't become complacent. Keep doing what you've done to this point to build the clients that you have.
Again, as we stated in the opening and operating advertisement, spend that money that you've allocated for advertising and reaching out. Let's say
there's always something you can do to advertise your business.
Absolutely. Let's say your avenue of advertisement X didn't work very well. Okay, take that money you spent there, allocate it somewhere else. Don't say, okay, I don't have to advertise in there anymore because it didn't work, so I'm just not going to spend that money.
I'm going to give myself a little raise this month.
Exactly. Spend that money, keep advertising, and keep trying, because if something doesn't work, I promise you there's something out there that will.
Remember, a client for life is... For example, there's certain clients that we've had that, I mean, depending upon what software you have, you can track how much they spent from the day they came to your store until today. And it is not unusual to look at a client's record and see that since they've been coming to your business, they may have spent anywhere from $2,000 to $12,000. I mean, at your store. You have certain business people that work for banks that leave town every other week, and they board their dog, for 3 days every other week.
Exactly.
For the life of the dog. I mean, and how did he come in here? He saw my ad in the newspaper. His friend told me about him. The lady that brings her dog here for daycare, who happens to be a teller at his bank because he's the bank manager, told him. I mean, keep doing what works.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, again, don't just keep that money. Don't pocket that money and go buy yourself a nice fancy car or anything like that. Put it back into the business. Put it back into advertising. Buy yourself a nice bright LED that blinds people driving down the road at night. Not really blinds people, but attracts the attention at night for those late night people that maybe work the third shift that decide, maybe I should just board my dog overnight while I'm working, then I get them all day long. Those kinds of things are the things that you need to try, and if they work, stick with it. If they don't, move on to your next venture. Again, this is a lot of information. There's a lot more available at www.pawsdogdaycare.com. Lower left hand side, click on the link that says how to start your own dog daycare. And there you're going to find, as always, a ton of free stuff as well as a ton of paid stuff.